Again, this is Old Man PHP. I create PHP video tutorials for the old guys who want to learn a new skill and compete with the young crowd. This is video 115A. The reason why I have A because the next three is going to be part of the 115, but of course I broke it down into letters, right? 115A, the next one 115B, and so on. Okay. So I want to thoroughly explain the four fundamental data structures like stacks, linked lists, tree, and queue, including the big O notation, for like the key operations. So in this video, we'll be talking about just the stack. The next one we'll do the let me see, we'll do the linked list. Then we'll do maybe the tree, and then of course the last one I'll do the queue, and then I probably will go again with a more maybe greater explanation of the arrays, but I'm going to add a whole bunch of array examples, and then I want to explain how, once we do this stuff about the big O notation, I want to show you guys, because I started to do this project and how to use the scanner, like to scan products with the barcodes, and how it gets read in, and how it goes into a database, that type of thing. In case you guys are interested, I'm gonna do that too. Okay. Anyway, so let's just go on now, because I don't want this to be, it'll probably be a little, it's not going to be a big video, or a long video I should say. So we'll just try, let's play it by ear. Now a stack is a linear data structure that follows that, like the first in, first out principle. Like when you see a stack of new plates, right? When every time you put a new, let's say when you put away the plates, you always put like a first stack, second stack, third stack, and you always got that last stack, the one that's on top. But when you're gonna need one, what do? You take the one from the top. You're not gonna take the one from the bottom, right? So you take the one from the top. So that is the last in, first out uh, 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 part of this whole thing. Okay, it's called LIFO, L-I. FO. Get it? Last in. Let me see. Maybe I should put this down here. I got this video. It will be something like, I'm going to say like this. How about we write it down here, right? Stack. And then we'll just say LIFO. And that means last in, and let me see, first out, like that. That's what that is. Let's just now the key operation is we're going to be using now this. In this particular case, I know we talked about the array, but in this particular case, I know it's the stack, but we're still using arrays. Yeah, don't be confused. You'll see why I mean. And we're going to be using stuff like the push. Remember we talked about the array underscore push, array underscore pop. We also talked about array underscore peak and then top. Remember that one? Because by doing this technique, we're going to be using those functions, right? That's all part of the array functions categories in PHP. So in the standard PHP, like the implementation, for me, arrays are like the best thing ever. I'm serious. You can use arrays for all kinds of techniques that you want to use, but in this case, we're just going to do the, stacking it. So the PHP, that built-in array function, what is it called again? I'm going to put this in. First of all, a lot of the stuff that that I'll be talking about here, I'm going to make sure I put it in the description below. I'll have a like a text file with all the stuff that I mentioned. Maybe some things will be missing, maybe some things will be added, but hopefully you remember, or you can always look at this video and just go back and forth, right? So what we're going to be using is the array underscore push, and what that does is, let me just write this stuff down, adds an element to the top of the stack. Ooh, did I spell that right? Ooh, no, you did not. Where is it that I do that? For some reason, I'm stuck. I'm seeing things. I went to get my eyes examined yesterday, and I'm seeing double. Okay, and then you have the array underscore pop. Let's see, we just keep this a little uniform here, right? This removes, right? And of course returns the element, right? When you remove it, you're returning it at the top of the stack. You know, when I was listening to this type of thing, like way back when they were talking about when I got this big book called, what is the name of that book? Let's see what it is. Let's see, let me look at this over here. Oh my God, this is fat. It's a fat book. I'll send the picture so you can see what I'm talking about. It's called Cracking the Code Interview. I was reading it. This thing is fat. I mean, this thing has like total of 600, more than total, no, maybe total of 600, over 690, maybe short of 700. But man, look at the stack book. I'll show you a picture of it when I get a chance. Maybe we'll look for it. We'll do it in the end of this video. And then you got the peak. Remember we talked about this too. We say, how about the peak? And then you got the one that's called top. Let's line this up. And what I'm going to say is that this returns, right? This returns the element at the top, but without removing it. See, when you do the thing with the pop, you're removing it from an array, but this one it's just you're looking at it. You're looking at the top, but you're not removing it. That's the best way I can say. So I'll say this. So with the built-in ones, which is what I just explained to you, that's also the most common way to implement a stack. So the end of the array is treated as the top of the stack. Remember how you do the array? You go like, let's see, I'm going to do this real quick. Like that. And then when you add something, it kind of goes like here, and you say to yourself, well, that's the bottom. Yes, it's the bottom part of it, but it treats it like conceptually, it treats it as the top of an array. I know, it's crazy. So let me I'll tell you what. Let me go like this. Let's just bring this down a little bit. Let me give you an example. Something that's easy for you to get. Let me see. Remember how we create arrays? You could do that, or you could just say the array. You could do this array like this. Okay, but I like doing the other one. It's more. I look at it as more advanced. So how about we just do this? We just say push. We're going to use the push, right? Let me see. We're going to push. I'm going to say, let me see, add element to the top. I'm going to go to the top there already to the top. And then I'm getting hungry. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say, we're going to write it down like array, like this. Look. See, you're not actually pushing, you're creating an array, but we're doing it this way. Watch this. So if you say push and in parentheses, you're going to say stack, right? Why? What is that stack you're talking about? Well, stack is this. Where is it? The array you just created. So we just say stack like this, right? And then, wait a minute. Why I keep hitting the wrong? I need to change my glasses. That's it. It's the bottom line. All right. I'm going to say, how about Apple do like apple, but I don't eat them much. Too much sugar. Okay, then you got array underscore. Another push. How about that? Okay, let's see. What should we do? Why don't you just cut and paste so you don't have to repeat this stuff? Okay, and then we'll say, what is the good one? Oh, no, banana's good too for potassium. And then, how about we just cut and paste this whole thing? So I don't have to repeat myself typing. And then you go here, boom, and this would be the cherry. I'm sorry, I apologize. I should have had a video done on Monday. Maybe I did do a video on Monday. Man, I can't remember my brain. Well, maybe this will come up. This one will probably come up for, I don't know. I apologize. It's because it's been kind of crazy. I'm gonna try to keep at it with these videos because I believe, you know, my friends. I mentioned this before that my friends are getting opportunities. One at an old folks' place, and the other one, you know, they're getting opportunities. And then the other one is a teacher. I'm teaching a guy who's going to be teaching this to someone else. And I'm like, well, why don't you just get the, because it takes too long, blah, blah, blah. And he needed this quick, and the video has helped them. So, okay. Somebody also mentioned that they like the idea that I'm doing it old school. I know, it's just that when the time comes, I'll be able to do the, you know, with good editing. It's not I hurt my shoulders with the neck part. I mentioned that already. And then my left hand almost broke my left hand. It's sprung. It's so messed up. Like I'm typing in with one finger. But I'm using most of the stuff, of course, I'm a right-handed guy. Yeah, it's always something with me, man. It was never like that, man. But hey. Anyway, here we go. So then, when I'm gonna edit this thing. I'm not edit this thing. I'm gonna echo this thing, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. First, I'm gonna let's do a little. Let's do a little. This little title thing here, and let's go like this. We'll do that. All right, this is after the push, and then we're gonna go like this. Then I want to print it out. Remember how you print out an array? We talked about print underscore R, like this, and it gives it to you kind of crazy, but we'll fix that. And the reason why I'm not gonna do it right now, because that way it stays in your brain. You know, a lot of times when you do like little mistakes or you go, oh, wait a minute, oh yeah, it'll click on you. That's what I'm doing right now. So how about if hopefully this will work. Obviously it should work because it's kind of pretty simple. Let me see. You created one, you're pushing these things in, it becomes something like this. Let's see. It becomes something like apple, like this. Let me see, a banana, like this, and then you got your cherry, like that. It'll look, oh, let's see. Hopefully it'll work. And it should work. There we go. See? So, okay, this looks ugly. How about if we do beady babu. Okay, how about if I just let me just I mean, I could put it in here, like right there, but I'm gonna keep it separate. You can kind of go like this, and I'm gonna jump down two lines, right? And then what we're gonna do is, because it looks, oh, first of all, let's see. Okay, oh, see, look. It jumped down. Let's just go after the stack. Little space here. How about that? Let's see. Yeah, go ready. Okay. Did I save it? Where's the push? kind of weird. Huh. Anyway, see how it looks ugly like this all in one line? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it readable. Now remember how we were going to add, remember how we did the print underscore R several times throughout this whole journey of mine? That you put a pre in front of it and then you close it with a pre, but make sure you put, I'll show you one second. If you go like this, it kind of lines it up really nice, cleans it up for you. And then you go like this and you say, okay, let's let go and let's close it up. Pre, like that. Man, I was playing around with those scanning things yesterday. Oh man, I can't wait to show you guys. Anyway, so we do this, we do that, and let's open it up. Let's see what's going on here. Is it even going anywhere with this? What's going on here? Don't tell me my machine is... What? I saved it. Let me see. You got a stack after push. Let me see. Which I made this go down. Then, guys, you see anything here? The stack after push. That would be the stack after push right here. And then, okay. What a dum-dum. Okay, let's jump it down. And then you got your pre, and then you got your stack, and you got your, maybe I'm spelling it wrong, I don't know. There you go. Didn't work, I don't know. Anyway, you have this like this, see Apple, but, and you're looking at it, right? You're looking at, well, okay, that's the output. And then the peak will be the same idea. What it does is it just views the top of the element without removing it. So if I went like this, check this out. I say, let me do a top underscore index. And what I want to do is I just want to get a count. And then of this stack. And then I'm going to make sure it jumps back down up, right? And then you'll be like, let's see, let me see that. Let's do top underscore element, like this. And then we're going to say stack. And then, let me see, let's do dollar top underscore index. Now, what was I going with this? I should have tested this stuff out. Well, let's see. I'm going with that. Okay, not doing anything. Okay, cherry. Okay, let's print these. Okay, it's not doing anything because I need to echo it. So let's go this way. Top element. How about we do that? Am I even typing anything here? What's going on here? Wait a minute. Is it even working? Okay. That's maybe it's because I wasn't. Oh man. Okay, let's see this. We go like this. And then we say that top underscore element. And then we do this. I want to bring it down. Sing it the song. Okay. And then let's check this out. There you go. Top element cherry. And then you say, wait a minute, how could this be? How could this be? Because in reality, when you do these things here, it's actually pushing it. We're looking at it like this. But in reality, this is the actual physical, like in the memory. but in reality is looking at it as conceptual. So if you say that you want the top, which is this is the 3 minus that, it gives you the top one, and it gives you the what cherry is because you did this. This was the last one to go in. So it looks at it as it's like turning this around, like the reverse. Looks like apple and then banana and then cherry, because it always looks at it like that. Get it? The last in and first out situation, that's what the stack does. And by doing that this way, you do it like that. So if you wanted to remove the return of and return the element from the top, it will be let's see what we got here. Come on. Let's see. I'm going to say dollar. Let's go popped element. Like that. And then you say dollar P. Oh, you know, when I first started to listen to this stuff, I'm just like, man, it's so confusing. And now I understand. Wait a minute. Why is there a I don't know. Why did I put a, oh, let me see. No wonder. It's missing my pop. It's missing my echo. What happened here? COO. Let's do this. Okay. That goes into that. This stops. This we're going to use for something else. Let's see. We're going to say pop element. And then we're going to do like dots. We're going to let it jump twice to a new line. Right? So if we go like this, cool. Something is definitely missing here. Let me see. Okay. Wait a minute. Let me see. I did top like this, and one like this, and it's like, okay. I want to remove this, so I did the, oh, something is missing, isn't it? Yeah. I'm missing the, this is the echo for the top. Okay, I'm missing the what I'm missing? I'm missing the actual pop. I mean, the array, you know? I mean, what you call it? Element. And that will be the array. How did I forget this? See, we want to pop it, right? And then we say dollar, then stack, like this. And then on my other video, I'm going to explain from real quick the array, the stack, what is it, the tree, and the other ones. I'm going to explain which notation this is, which big old notation is. Is it a 1, is it an n, that kind of thing. I will be doing that, don't worry. I'm just trying to break it down like this so that way you understand. So if I did this, what is, there you go. What did I say, cherry? Anyway, cherry. I said the top one is cherry, right? And then, and I made the top, oh, okay. This, I'll do this. Why is that working? There you go. I don't know. My system is way too slow. I don't know what's going on. I've been having these type of problems for a few weeks already. Should be fixing it, but you know, who got the time? Anyway, so and that echoes the right, pops the whole thing. You see it, it's cherry. The top element is cherry. Pops it, it's cherry. But in reality, when you look at it, it's at the bottom. But in reality, for them, they look at it like, no, it's in the top. and that's why you use. Okay, so so if you echo, let's see, I'll do this stack after. How about that? After the pop. Make sure a little space here. What do you think? Maybe it's gonna. Okay, this will jump down. That's okay. So we'll do this. So we'll say let's print. How about we use the echo to do the pre like that, and then we're gonna echo this. I'm gonna say print _r, and that's gonna be the stack. And then I'm gonna close it up. Okay, that's your output. Let's see what it looks like. So it's doing it again. Look at this. Did you see that? You would think. There you go. See? Now after it did the pop, I mean, yeah, it took this out. See? That's what I mean by that. Now, what I wanted to also talk about is that now I know you're looking at this like a regular array, and the difference is that when you use it like this, right? Yes, it'll look like an array. You look at it, it goes like this, but when you start doing the push and the pop and all that, it's always gonna think to take from the bottom one, which is this, and for them, it's considered first in, first out, right? Because when you created this, you did this one first. So in the stack, it's going to be like apple, like right here, apple. And then you have, oh, look, I want to add another one. So banana gets on top of that, even though it shows like this. And then the cherry, why did I say cherry? Goes to the top. And that's we always look at it as that's on top of the thing, which basically it is. It's just that we're looking at it like this. It's the bottom. See, 0, 2, that will be like the third position, and it'll look at it that. But when you do it like this, it'll look at it as the cherry being the first one, because it's the last one, the last in and the first out. That's the situation. So I know. So cherry is indeed considered the top of the stack. One more time, conceptually, even if it appears at the bottom, just like I've been explaining now, a stack is like an abstract data type. So it's like a, maybe should I put this over here? What is it? ADT, abstract data type, or is it abstract type data? I'm gonna have to look that up, but I'm gonna go with ADT. So I'm gonna say, let's go here. We'll say like this ADT. Let's put a little space there. ADT. So we're gonna go like this, and that will be app extract data. I wish I knew how to type fast. Right? That will be that. And that follows the last in and the first out principle. You know, like the physical stack of plates that we talked about. That's basically what that is. So the element added last, which is when you did that push, just like I mentioned, right? It will be the first one out. So that's why I didn't say it that way. It's the one that gets removed first when you use the pop. So the top of the stack is always where the most recent element was placed, and you just have to look at that and where the next element will be removed from, okay? So if you pushed elements in this order, apple, banana, cherry, the cherry is the element at the top, conceptual, that is. So when a stack is implemented using that array, which is common, right? Which is common because we do it all the time. The abstract stacks top maps the specific index to that array, which I just showed you, right? So the array indexing, arrays, remember I told you, arrays are indexed starting from 0. Let me see. I should put it over here. Arrays are indexed. And it's starts at 0. You understand that, right? So when you print an array, it usually prints from the starting index 0 to the very end. And now the stack's top pointer, the stack implementation that you use in the variable, often called like the top or the TO. What is it? It's called a T. Maybe I should put it over here. Let's see. I'm going to say TOS, which is top of the stack. Which is top of the stack. Top of stack. Top of stack. It's great stuff, though. Either way you put it. So the index represents the logical top of the stack. Remember that. So mapping the top, the most implementation that we use. In most cases, your elements are added to the array sequentially. So if you push 3 times, apple goes to 0, banana goes to 1. We already showed you that, and cherry goes into the index 2. Even though it says 1, 2, and 3, it's really 2. That's the top pointer. All right, that's the top pointer. So when you print an array, it displays the data like I showed you, like this, right? Just like this. See, look, 0, 1, and 2. It does that really well. So I wanted to mention something though. Now, since arrays are typically printed from like index 0 upward to the top, to the bottom, or on the screen, cherry, which is like the highest occupied index, which is index 2, that appears at the bottom, right? When you print these things. So the key, again, the key, when I started learning this stuff, I was like, man, what stack? Is that a special thing? Then I find out when I started playing around with it and all that, and I said, oh, okay. I see what they're trying to say. So since the key, when I want to say the key takeaway, like the top of the stack is the logically position of the element pointing to the top element. The top index, which is 2, but that's the top, right? Even though you see it, how they print it out as the bottom. Don't get confused. So, it's just, So it's not necessarily physical position on your screen, but the underlying data structure, the array, is printed. So remember, 2, that will be, which is cherry, that will be the top stack. Because the last one in is the first one to get out. So when you use the word pop, it goes there. There's another one. What is it called? What is that? I forgot what that called. When I start doing the array, because I'm going to break them down again. We did this so many times on arrays. But I'll add that once we finish the other stuff. So, there is a class that we can use, right? There's a class. You know how you use class? Remember I showed you how to use class? There's a class that's like this, which I was using. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Okay. That I was using. Let me see. I was using this. Let's go SP. No. SPL stack, like that. Which does a lot of this stuff for you too. Remember the class? You could create classes and do things. And the dedicated that's spell stack. How do you pronounce that? Spell stack. Right, that uses objects, right? Remember how we talked about when you create a class, but you can use objects, and when you use objects, you use this right here, right? Remember that? The actual arrow, not the rocket ship. This is the rocket ship, right? For associated arrays, but you're going to use that. You're going to use this excuse me, guys. So what it is it uses an object method, right? Like the push and the pop, right? It uses that. So the standard PHP library, remember that I think we mentioned, did I, in some of those videos in the past, that I mentioned the SPLs? That's what this is. That means the SP. Let me write this down here. So the SPLs, that let me see. SP. Matter of fact, let me just write it down like this. The standard PHP library. I think we talked about it. And that will be your SPL, okay? SPL stack. So it's a collection of interfaces and classes, right? Designed to solve common problems in the PHP development world. So the SPL stack class provides main functionality of a stack, right? Implemented using a double linked. They call it double linked, and we're going to be talking about that a little later, maybe on the next one. Yeah, I'm introducing a little bit of something here. I will be introducing double linked stuff, right? So it's a double linked list, right? But by setting the mode to an IT underscore. Let me see. It's called mode IT underscore mode. I don't remember because I was playing with it the other day, right? And so I'm going to show you how that works. So what we do is we'll come here. Let me see. You think I'm going to get errors because I've been typing away with these stupid things? No, everything is cool. So what we do is we'll come here, right? And then we're going to say we're going to use a class, right? So we're gonna instantiate a class, a class. We're going to create an object, right? So what you do is you say, remember this? Don't get full SPL stack. That's just a name that I gave it. And that will be new. Remember how you create objects? And then you're going to say stack like this. Remember that? I hope I spelled that right. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And then I'm going to push elements, right? So I'm going to say push. I'm going to put here push elements like that. And then the way we're going to do it is the same idea. Remember how we did it over here? Look. Over here we push elements we push Apple to stack because we created it right here. Well, this is the same idea, but we're using objects, right? And we're using methods to do this stuff for you. And push being that, and pop being that too. It's an actual method, which is a function, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to say dollar like this, SPL. Excuse me, guys. Like this. And then we're going to say push. Let's just use numbers. I feel like they don't actually work. And then we're going to do, how about we do other ones? How about we do 20, 30, like that? Let's just, let's put it in here. And we'll say this is 20. This one is 30. And then what we do is 30 is like the last element. Remember what I told you? Last in and first out type situation. Same idea. So if I went like this, I go SPL stack after push. We could do, you know something, let's add some spacing, because let me see what we got here. Stack after the push. See, we did this before, stack after push. Now we're going to say stack. How about we add some little spacing just in case. because I don't feel like, let's see, let's just drop down 2 lines. I like to drop down 2 lines. And then you go like this, and then you say, okay, let's remember how we did the echo on the pre, because we want a pre format. Remember that? That don't look good. Pre, like this. And then we could say print R, and then we could say $SPL stack, right? And then that should give us, let's close it out, the pre, that is. Okay. That should give us, I mean, let's, hold on one second, man, before we, let's move this. Let me see. Where are we? We created this because this is a real thing. We push these guys in, just like, what is it? Like here. And then we're gonna print it out. Okay, let's do this. Oh, come on, Andre. Okay, let's see. There you go. See, it does this SPL stack object, and because it has its own thing, it says also private, it's a 6, it's an array, right? And then it gives it to you right here. This is the one you're looking for. This stuff you get because you're using that thing. I'll explain that in a you know something. It's funny because I did have this whole thing about the. Well, it doesn't matter really. So what happens is if I did like dollar top like this, man, I'm gonna explain. You know something? Let me see. Element. It will start with a letter with an E. Let me see. Top element. I'm gonna say SPL stack. Remember, we're gonna do the pop because we want to pop it out. But remember, I told you it's an object, so we're gonna use the method pop like this. And that should remove the 30, like the last one. Maybe I should, let me see. I mean, it's not going to show you anything, does it? I'll tell you what, let's do the echo first, right? Let's do the old echo. Popped element. Let's put a little space there. Then we're going to say $POP. Oops, sorry. What did I call this? I confused myself there. No, we called it top element. Okay, we're gonna say top. What is it? I want to just copy it over. Top element. I'm gonna put a little jumping down 2 lines, right? Because that's kind of like what I like doing. And then we're gonna say this is the, it removes the 30. Right? I want to see it, right? I want to see that one. It's gonna give you that 30, and then I want to pop, and then give you. So how about we just continue by doing a echo like this, SPL stack after pop. And then we'll go like this. Let's see. And then we'll do, remember how we always do this? We do the pre, right? That's a lot of typing. See, this is why I wanted to have everything typed, so I don't have to be doing it. But that's okay, guys. Sometimes I'm in the mood to do the old typing, and I'll do it, you know what I'm saying? Because we could get a lot more done if we didn't have to have this, if I would have had this whole thing ready. Okay, let's see, R, and then we go $SPL stack. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Sometimes I go a little crazy. All right, let's see. We're going because I'm doing other videos of other things and also doing a painting. Somebody I do paint beautifully. One day I'm gonna create another, start another channel about art. Because right now PHP is my thing, and I love PHP. You know, websites, stuff like that. I want to do stuff for WordPress. I mean, yeah, WordPress, and of course for art stuff. And I do have cooking situation going. So I want like to have all that stuff. It keeps me busy. I'm like always. All right, let's see. Let's save this up here. I mean, how much can we talk about PHP? Unless I'm showing you, like if I create something, I say, oh, I gotta show somebody how to, I gotta show the guys how to do this. I don't get that done. Okay, there you go. So look what happened. I did the pop right here. This is the pop right here. Oh my God. And then it told you, look, the pop element is 30 because it popped from the last, which is actually first for them. Last in, first out. Remember that? Does that. So when you do this, the actual right here pop, you know, I jump down to the pre, which is over here. That's okay. It gives you this crap stuff that they do. And look, it shows you right here. It gave you 10, 20, 30. Right here, it took it out, put it in here as a separate element. And I mean, as an array, I'm not an array, a variable. And then, of course, you can see it. Look, 0 and 1. See, the big old notation for the stack of this stuff. And you know something? Let me put it down. I was going to say that I'll do that. I'll tell you what. Let's just do this. I'm going to say, you know something? We'll do that to all the other ones too. What the heck? O notation like that for stack. And then what I want to say is, let's do this space like this, and then jump down here to, I'm going to say operation, and I'm going to say, what's the operation? I'm going to put a little space here. We're going to say the operation will be the big O notate. Oh, guys. O notation, and then I'll put a description right here. It's not a lot of spaces. What do you think? Yeah. I mean, I guess I can bring this down a little bit. Nah, let's leave it at that. So we're gonna say description like that, and then we're gonna. How about we do this? I know this is stupid. Like that. Okay. So when you do the push, right? Let's do this. The push will be push, right? And that will be an O1. So that will be like a O, because it's easy, it's fast. Doesn't matter how big the thing is. Wait a minute. It's not lining up, man. What's going on here? Like that. Okay, let's go back there. What is it? Okay, right here. Then you come here and put the description. Then what we do is we say when you're adding like that an element, right, to the top is a constant. Remember we talked about that, the constant time. There you go. So when you do the pop, how about we copy this? Let's change this to a pop. That will be also O1. And that will, it's like to remove the element from the constant. To remove, let's just go ahead. Remove, how about removing the top element is a constant time, and then you have your peak. peak slash top. Uh-oh. It's time for food. I've been up since 4:30. Okay. It's already, oh my God. Let's do this. It's also 1, right? So now you know this is the easiest way to do things. It doesn't take a lot of memory and time, so it'll be cheaper, you know. So you can say viewing the top element is constant. Well, you get the message. Time. What do you think, guys? Pretty easy, right? That's now we just did. On the last video we did the array. This one is called. I know I wrote it down here. This is why this is 15. Video 15, but now this is 15. What was it? Let me see. 15A. We're gonna say this is 15A. This will be 15B. This will be 15C, and this will be 15D. Because at 14, we already did a video 14, right? That was the array stuff. Let me see. Hopefully, I don't have any bad errors. Okay, good. So, hey, we reached the bottom. Hey, if you like what I'm talking about here, the data structure of LIFO, okay, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you think I'm going too fast, or if you want more stuff to this, which it is coming. Put it in the comments below because I do read them all. Anyway, thank you very much, and a good night.